Hello everybody, they call me Muse and welcome back to the Suit Only challenge in Hitman Freelancer. Stop glitching through your pillows, 47. We got work to do. Now, it's gone surprisingly well so far. I'm surprised that we've made it through to the third campaign without any issues. But who am I to question it? Maybe I'm actually getting half decent at the game. Or maybe I'm just being very lucky. Either way, let's have a look at what we've got. So, be nice if we can clear 4 missions today and get on to level 4 of the campaign. We've got Alerted Sapienza, which is probably a good starting point. Take no damage, make target slip, accident kill. We should be fine with that, right? So let's bring along the usual suspects. I'll probably pop upstairs and grab a banana as well. Now, what have we got prestige-wise? Collateral firearms. That kind of suggests sniper rifle. We have got piercing rifles, so yeah, we'll bring a sniper along with us. We've got just enough space left to arm ourselves with a nana. And now back to the wardrobe to select today's suit, and then we'll be off. And so here we are in sunny Sapienza, wearing the old Archean tuxedo today. With its handmade Venetian mask, I thought it added a certain amount of Mediterranean flair to the proceedings. Now, before we stop being a dead guy, let's have a look. So we've got Marco, who's over there. And then we've got Vilberto, who is in the virus chamber, so he's a hazmat guy. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. And then we've got another couple who are also in and around the mansion. So this is going to be a challenge, for sure. Right, grab your briefcase, lad. Let's see. Can't get any key cards off that lad in Freelancer, so guess we'll just stroll on out.
I got a feeling today is going to be very busy.
You know it, friend. Certainly is with these targets that we're aiming for. Now, Marco has gone for a stroll up the road. There he is. He's just a mansion guard by the look of it. And if he comes back and forth, he might not be too bad to snipe in such a way that we can pick up someone else in the background. But then again, around here is not the best place for subtle sniper rifle plays. Really. TBH.
How you doing?
But yeah, you see there? We could just snipe him in such a way that we hit any number of people in the background. It's just going to be tricky to get away with it. What happens if we just pull out the old snipper here? Yep, just random passers-by everywhere. So, let's put that in the not wise category. Let's find a better way to deal with our man.
Oh.
So he's sitting on a bench. There is another guy behind him. So yeah, he would be ideal if we could find the right spot for a bit of collateral sniping. Maybe if we could get up to our rooftop from our apartment, that could do the job.
Need anything cool?
I don't know. Do you have anything cool? Let's see. I mean, El Matador is pretty cool. And it fits neatly in our pocket.
Don't hesitate to come back.
No.
Always open.
Is there anywhere from up here where we can see our man down below? Yeah, because he's going to sit on that bench. But then I don't know if there's any way, when he does, whether we can get any sort of collateral kills off. And I don't know how long it's going to take him to get back there. What happens if we drop down here and have a poke around in this apartment block? Is there anywhere from over here where we've got sight lines? Not especially. Thinking about it, he'd also be a good bet for make target slip, but I'm up here now, so we won't worry about that unless sniping doesn't prove to be fruitful. Really could have done with more than one of the targets being out in the open. Having 2 in the mansion and 1 in the biolab cave is just brutal. Now, he sits on that bench, yes? Yeah. So there are other angles where he and that other lad could be taken out together. So maybe we look at that. I'm wondering if somewhere over at the pier is a good bet to ping him and his friend. Because if we're still over here,
Explosion or something? Nah, nothing.
no one will really see us, because those guys have all got their backs turned. It's kind of tempting to also shoot that scientist just so she drops her keycard, but I think we'll leave Biolab for the final target, probably. Now, there's our man. There's another man on a bench. So, can we get them both at once? I think we did, you know. Now we need to get out of dodge before everyone homes in on where that bullet came from. Let's just double check what we can do up here. Because there's probably a guy and a camera as well. But if we can deal with the camera...
I would let you through if I could, sir, but not at this moment.
I know, friend. But let's see. There's also a lad up there who I don't like. Yeah, we'll go into the house and we'll work our way down to the biolab, I think. Because then we can escape from the caves via the seaplane. Yeah, we'll just ignore those excited guards. Although also, if we could get like a fire extinguisher and we could blow open that grate and go in that way into the caves. Does a magnesium pouch do that job? It is an explosion. No, it's just a flash, but not a boom. Very well. Now, where's the best way to go to avoid all these excited guards with their hot weapons? I don't think I can sneak in here because I'm pretty sure you can't shoot that door open. Where around here might we find a propane? Because that would be useful. That'd be our accident kill sorted. Oops. That wasn't subtle of me.
That's it. I'm not kidding.
I know you're not kidding, friend. Come
I
on.
will be forced to take action.
Yep, I too can take action. And my action is rather more decisive than yours, so yeah, enjoy that. Now, I was thinking if we sneak in here, it might allow us to look around for some loot of interest. Propane tanks and whatnot. Safe's not in here today. But what's in this crate? Dosh. Excellent. We like Dosh. Looks like there isn't any propane or anything worth grabbing in there after all. That's a shame. So this is your standard sort of silent assassin suit only way in, I think. Or it's mine at least. Because that's one advantage to this level, with both the main targets being in the mansion a lot of the time. I have learned a few ways of getting in here in a silent assassin kind of fashion. Now, where even are our targets? There's one in the main hall somewhere. Might be able to drop a chandelier on their head. And then one down towards the garageway. So we could murder everyone in the garage and use that as a way of getting to where we need to be. So, can we get away with that? Not entirely. Oh, especially not with those lads there.
Sir, stop moving now.
Yeah, we almost got away with it. I guess we're waiting here until they've calmed down and then we'll go back out and shoot any witnesses in the head. Although it doesn't matter if we're compromised, because we're trespassing throughout this whole area, so... Compromised or not, people aren't going to be happy with us. I can't help but feel that Take No Damage is going to be compromised sooner rather than later. But we'll see. Maybe this guy can be bipped nice and easily. The chef will be along in a moment to discover his body, no doubt. Are we that bothered about that? Oops. Maybe we are. We don't want people on the ground in our immediate vicinity if we can avoid it. Dead bodies a little way away are fine because people will be drawn to their location. Camera up there? Yeah. Now, who's that who nearly spotted us? Is it the guy upstairs? The one who comes out on the balcony for a smoko? Probably. And do they walk under that central... I think they do. I think they do walk under that central bit. And therefore it can be shot onto their head. It's just a case of does anyone else come in here on this alerted version of the map or not. Maybe they don't come in here because it's kind of above the table. But if we put a coin on the table, if we put a coin near the table, that might draw their attention. Right, who's this coming through? There. We don't need that guy hanging around. Is she ever going to come back inside? After all this, she's probably going to miss the coin anyway, and we're just going to have to shoot in the head and scarp her. But such is life. She does not seem inclined to move at all. To heck with it. Let's get our coin back if we can. Where's it gone? It's disappeared. Into the ether, as it were. We could potentially snipe her and her mate at the same time, but...
It's a family heirloom. The late Mrs.
Let's just take her out and scuttle away before anyone starts searching this area. Because we can go downstairs now and that will lead us towards another target. Aha! There's our target. He's the guy who will be lured out if we turn on this generator, I think. So let's pop a banana down. I think that's got his attention. Yep. Oof. What a terrible accident. Now, I don't think anyone else is going to come down here anytime soon. So is there any way that we can cause an accident to happen? I mean, we've got a car here. It doesn't look like a prop car that can be exploded because it doesn't light up in instinct. Which is kind of odd. But yeah, there we go. And that's our man killed in an accident. Now we just got to get into the biolabs, take no damage in the process, and kill our final guy and then scarp her. But if our final guy lurks underneath a stalactite, that might not be the hardest job in the world, actually. Does anyone even care that we've just done that? No. No one gives a damn that a car alarm has gone off and then the car has exploded. Well, that saves us from fanning about for a while in the cupboard. So we'll be patient with these guys. We'll lure them out if we can, one by one. we got ourselves the key card sorted as well.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Goodbye. And now we can make our way down. So, camera's still going to be an issue, I'm sure. Where is our lad? There he is. Maybe. Maybe it's not the biggest problem in the world. Where's our briefcase? Yeah, with a sniper rifle, this lad shouldn't be too tough, TBH. And then we're probably best off just running out the mansion again rather than making our way down to the seaplane. So, let's see. There he is. Okay, can't be sniped through the glass. That presents a minor complication. And now someone might be onto us. That guy over there. Is he the only guard over here? No, there's two. I thought there were two. Unalerted. But down they go. Now, is it still a case that we can't snipe from over here, or was it just because we hit some sort of beam that was in the way or something? Yeah, we can get him. I thought we could. I thought it was possible to snipe things through that window. Now, how's the best escape? The way we came seems to be the lowest risk option. And if we get spotted when we're just in the mansion, we'll just get escorted out, I imagine. So all will be well. But if we head up here, it's not usually too bad running around the entrance area. Yeah, this is fine. And then we could just go out the gate, I think. Those guys aren't going to care about us leaving, they only care about people entering. Yep. We finished trespassing, lads, nothing for you to worry about. And we're on our way! Lovely stuff. So that's another perfect dealt with, which is just excellent news. Now, what have we got? Open safe explosive is one of our options there, so maybe we'll look for a safe. But what have we got? We've got Berlin, we've got Mumbai, and we've got Ambrose. Ugh. Ambrose. Now, it's only got 2 targets. Depending on where they're located, that could be the best thing or the worst thing. So yeah, none of the levels have got safe. So I guess we're going to pacify baseball bat. Which seems pretty rough, but it is what it is. Now we'll drop a bunch of stuff we don't need until we're back to our usual gear. We'll grab ourselves a baseball bat so we can get our prestige done. Ah, it takes up so much space. 4. Burning kill accident. So do we want to bring along our oil to be on the safe side as well? Because that might mean leaving behind something else. I mean, do we need our screwdriver? If we're going to be burning people with an oil drum, we don't need to puncture it with the screwdriver when we could just shoot it. Much as I like bringing the screwdriver along, I think it's less important right now because we need space for our banana, and we'll also grab a rubber ducky because it's very small. I think grapes take up less space than bananas, so we could have grabbed grapes. But yeah, we don't need that extra 1 inventory, so it should be fine. So let's head off to Ambrose. Now it's serious business here in Ambrose. So that's why we're wearing our tactical turtleneck. Our taxi neck. Let's go and try not to fuck everything up.
Tiger in a cage earlier.
Ah, I forgot to bring the oil drum. The oil canister. So we're going to have to hope that one of our targets is conveniently close to one of the oil drums that frequent this map. Of which there are plenty.
Oh,
Now, it looks like one of our targets is up above us and one is below us, so that doesn't bode well at all. I think they're going to be in restricted areas. Okay, no, one's near the village, that's okay. And one is up near the shrine. Ah. So our targets are in nice places. But that doesn't mean it's going to be easy to do burn and kill accident. Everything else should be alright. So that guy is just roaming back and forth.
Where the hell did he go? He's gonna flame me if I lost him that easily.
He's an
Sir?
easy slip target, I feel.
Hi. No, I mean Crest. Sir? Are you there?
Right, is that going to work? Oh, come on. Come on. We should be able to find more nanas on this level, yes? We'll just make sure this guy's not going to slip on that when he comes back. Which he might. Or maybe we can encourage him to do so. Let's see, he's leading the way there. So if we drop the briefcase there... Well, if we drop it there... You might see that briefcase. No. Don't you be slipping on it. Maybe we just look and see if we can grab another nana from somewhere, because we can crack this open. And this is a kitchen of sorts. It's got an apple. But yeah, it doesn't look as though it's got a nana anywhere. Shame. Potentially we could shoot the ground in front of it and he'd be like investigating the bullet hole. He's definitely the front man of the two. Kinda don't want this guy wandering around in case he sees my briefcase. But I also don't want to drown him just because he might see my briefcase. That seems a little harsh. Right. You're gonna see that?
Hey, man.
No, he doesn't care. Okay. What if we grab a brick? And then we throw said brick on the floor when he comes back across. Now, take a step forward.
Hello? Someone's throwing?
Ah, fuck's sake. We got the other dude.
Hey, come in.
Okay, we're going to need another nana if we're going to get that done. I could have watched them go back and forth a couple more times, but I didn't want to waste time. But then I wasted time anyway looking at them going back and forth. So it's kind of a wash, really. Alright, so here's our target. She seems like a simple back and forth kind of person. She's off to do what exactly? To just stand there behind that lad. Does that mean this is a good time to baseball batter?
What the hell is that? Oh no!
Okay, they've both seen me. But maybe that's alright. We've got the prestige done anyway. Now he's going to wake them up. So we can then seek her. But none of this helps with making people slip. Or setting them on fire. And I didn't see any options up there for a burn and kill that looked particularly easy. Right, so it's looking like burning kills off the menu. Maybe I could have bought a baseball bat and an oil canister, because although they're both large and fit in briefcases, they, well, one of them's not illegal, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world if I'd bought both, right? Right, let's send our guy into the water if we can. And give him a reason to fall down. Is he going to drown? Yep, he's drowned. What a terrible accident. Oh, fuck off. Why am I in combat?
I need some more.
Okay, that didn't quite go according to plan. I thought we'd got away with a nice, safe accident there, but no. Now, let's go back up and deal with our other target. It's all going to get a bit excitable around there. Yeah, I think we're only going to get 2 out of 4 on the old objectives here. But we're going to survive Ambrose, as long as we don't screw it up here at the end. So yeah, it's probably a guard up here who knows us. Because I assume that the chemist told that guard that was patrolling back and forth what we look like. Yeah, that guy knows us. So we'll just switch him off. Target though, she's oblivious. So let's give her the old Seeker.
I need to find it. Oh God! I've got to find the.
Right, she's off on her adventures. So maybe we'll take out the chemist just
Not
because.
here anymore. Yeah,
Who-
it's me. You there, man? We've got an
Who is now
idiot
compromising
acting
us? Where is she going? Our target's flown into the sky. I've heard about this bug, but this is the first time I've seen it in action. But yeah, our target is just going to disappear off the map probably in a straight line, if we're not careful. There we go, she fell to her death in a terrible accident.
up. Sure thing.
Oh well. Now let's make our way to a boat, shall we?
Hey, please.
Let's see.
Someone help me.
I assume they're not going to realise that was an accident. Well, they're not going to assume it was an accident because of the bullet hole in her. Oh no, they are calling it an accident. I guess she only slipped when I shot her. And it was the fall that killed her, so... Yeah, we got away with that somehow. Which leaves us with Berlin or Mumbai. Now, which is going to be the best for suit only? That's the question right now. I'm thinking showdowns here, you see. The targets will move around a lot. But if the targets are hovering around dangerous areas like Rangan's Tower or the train yard, are they going to actually leave and just roam the streets? Probably. But on Berlin, is there anywhere where it's really an issue? Just the biker hideout. That's the only place that's really a problem for showdown. So let's go Mumbai next, I think. I do like a bit of Mumbai. And let's see. Submachine gun kill, epic might be nice, just to give us a weapon that we can carry in our pocket, rather than having to carry a big bulky sniper rifle around the place. It probably can't hurt to bring some explosives, just because they're generally quite useful. A nice remote ducky. An electrocution kill is on the card. So do we bring our water along? Is our water canister actually that useful though, unless we then find a car battery? Or are we better off bringing a car battery and then just finding a puddle on the map, dragging our target into a puddle? Let's bring the water canister. I'm sure there's car batteries around on Mumbai that aren't too hard to find. At least we don't have to worry about make target slip this time, so that's always nice. And so here we are, pretending to be a distinguished English gentleman visiting the old empire. We're 19th century 47 today. Now, it looks like we got a target up in Rangan's Tower from that map marker with the up arrow on it? Yes. And they are all the way up on the 4th floor. That's horrible. And then we've got 3 targets who are all in and around the train yard. So yeah, this is kind of the thing I least wanted to happen on Mumbai. And we've already been spotted by some crows who are sus.
Where are we heading today?
But they're only sus. We can run away from the buggers. Now, I'm thinking we're not going to use the water canister in Rangan's tower because we're going to have to do a bit of climbing. So let's leave it where our supplier would sometimes hang out. And let's try and make our way up the tower without getting spotted. So step 1 would be sneak in here, I think. We've got ourselves our little Krugermeyer to quietly shut off cameras and whatnot. Yep, that's going to panic you into
This is not good.
running away.
Come on, are we in danger?
You going to run? Doesn't look like she wants to.
Who's that? Hello?
Yep, there she goes. Right, so let's grab ourselves keycard and a Bartoli. Have we got time to sneak in and turn off the cameras and run away? I think so. Because, yeah, I don't think we want to be out here. I mean, we certainly don't want to be loitering by a dead guard. Let's climb up this elevator shaft, shall we? These trousers don't look terribly built for climbing like this, but the boots are kind of sturdy. Now, that lad's going to come over in a minute. Yeah, talking about you. Come on over, friend. I've climbed this elevator shaft before in escalations. I know what you're about to do. We don't actually need to worry about him staying alive either, so let's make sure he doesn't. Okay, that guy's spotted something. Doesn't know what it is.
Can't be here.
Oh no. Okay, that didn't quite work out according to plan. And I think people might have heard that because it sounds like they were getting excited. So let's...
Hello, does anybody need assistance?
Maybe you need assistance, my friend.
Anybody copy? No sign of any pup. Moving on.
Are you gonna take just a step or two closer to me? No, you're not. Oh well.
Please don't.
It's me. You guys there? Like a damn idiot, I thought it was over.
Right, okay, that's another one down. That's fine, we can do this all day.
All right. Who needs to be set straight?
Might be you, my friend.
Nothing at my position.
Nothing but... nothing but your death! There we go. Got it in the end.
Personally, I don't understand what is so complicated about it.
Now, we'll just keep filling up this elevator shaft, shall we? Is that Rangan in there right now? Might be.
You rest assured that I will make
Yeah, I can't seem to stick to this wall. That was the problem that caused that first guard to die. And now everyone else is just dying. Just cause. Oh, I forgot we have no combat. And that's obviously gone down the toilet. But that's what it does. It's just there so that you don't get a perfect run. Yeah, come on round, friend.
Who is there?
Who is there? It's the Fishman! And he's here to end your life. With a submachine gun. That is our epic one, isn't it? Yes, it is. Good.
Bullet shithead!
Oh.
Gunshot.
Okay, that wasn't the subtlest it could have been.
Can't get a clear shot.
But it was subtle enough, perhaps. Now, where are we? I'm panicking now. How do we get back to our elevator? There we go. Although, that lad's seen us, so we don't really need to deal with him.
out.
But it would be nice to clean up loose ends and not have anyone who knows what we look like around here.
He's gone. Damn it.
And he is gone. Whee! Okay, that guy knows us now. Damn it. Yeah, this has all gone wrong. Stop me if you've heard this before. But yeah, we only had one target in the tower, so let's just get out of the tower. And we'll pretend that it's all actually gone quite well. Yeah, nothing to worry about here, friends. Just an ordinary gentleman strolling about, looking for his water canister before he forgets where he left it.
Nothing here. I'm gonna keep looking.
Still need a car battery though, but I think maybe near the junkyard? What you got, supplier friend? Let's see. Oh, he's got another silenced pistol. They're always useful.
If you need anything else, you know where to find
And yeah, there's no car battery around here by the look of it, but there is a propane flask. Because that's the trouble with bringing the water canister. Usually on levels, if there's an electrocution trap, it will give you both the water and the plug socket. Bringing one or the other by itself doesn't necessarily do a lot for you. There must be a car battery somewhere around the outside of this level. Yeah, there's one in the slums, isn't there? Because you can use it to kill the Maelstrom, the silent assassin suit only, if you know his path and you know where he's going to go.
I need the money, but
That's over near Gregory Arthur though, so we're kind of in the wrong side of town. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button.
I think I hit him. I see your ass in
Oh shit.
Gunshot. Getting gear, man.
I just randomly pressed Q at entirely the worst time. And now I find ourselves in the sewers surrounded by crows. There he is.
Fucking on now. Got it. Hello? Anyone there?
Right.
We've got a troublemaker. That's
Yep. Oh yeah, it's all gone wrong. Shit.
I got you there.
Right, where's our submachine gun?
Over there.
Wake up.
Right, this is not a good place to be having a dramatic shootout.
That Gandu. He shot them in the feet. Look.
Shoot the motherfucker dead.
Right. There's no sensible way out of here, is there?
You have to help me right now.
Yeah, this is dead end.
Either. I see the bastard.
Emphasis will be on dead if I'm not careful.
You guys see him? God damn it. Fuck that.
Ooh. That guy flew.
Get down. This shit's gonna.
We're gonna run out of ammo very soon, so where's our ICO-19? There it is. Guy's not a good shot at all. It's just you've all been funneled into one spot.
Hey, you need to get out of
Is
here.
that guy gonna
Okay.
come down?
Hello.
There we go. Right. We're hunted again. We're not compromised.
You there. Leave this area.
I see the bastard!
No. No, you don't. I'm just going to run from that lad. Because I just need to get out of dodge.
Wait.
Right, so pretty much every guard on the level probably knows what we look like at this point. That's kind of unfortunate.
Not here. Watch out.
This is where suit only really doesn't work for anyone.
I don't care what anybody says.
But at least we can hide in the chawl for now. This is all just because of one misplaced Q press.
What I wouldn't give for a world-class sniper rifle right
Right, we need you out the way, friend.
How kind. Huh?
This is our turf
Oh my
now.
God. What is going on? What happened to you? I'll get
How much
help.
ammo we got? A reasonable amount.
Anyone copy? Still looking. No sign of any pub.
Alright, so we are so compromised.
I see you're a coward. Is that it? You now hide in the shadows.
But at least most of the train yard guards are probably alright. We might want to give up on the whole electrocution kill and poison target thing and just worry about getting kills and getting out. Because we are not in a good way. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of targets down below who... Well, a bunch of guards down below who have compromised us. Yeah, we can't just roam around with that gun out either. That's not wise.
Okay. Okay.
No, those guys don't know us,
You
at
scared?
least. And yes, I am bloody terrified at the moment. This run's been going so well.
Area is clear. Please
For it to
apply
all
for
fail on one errant press of the Q button would be the worst. Maybe for the moment we say goodbye to our canister. I mean, we can always pick it up again from a freelance crate, can't we? So maybe we leave it in here and we'll be a bit more mobile. Because mobility might save the day. So how do we get back to the train yard without getting shot by half a dozen guards? Can we go this way, or are we best off dropping into the sewers? Looks like this way is safe enough for now. Past the laundry.
The new foreman looked to be a dedicated.
But then, yeah, we've got a couple of guards there who know us. So they kind of got drawn into the commotion. But over this way, people are less familiar with us. Except for that one guy. Grab ourselves some cash. And now, let's see. We probably just want to kill everyone in here. It's probably just sensible. So two of our targets are in there. And the other one looked like a guard on the upper floor. Yeah. So maybe we just climb the pipe and see who we can't kill. There we go. I don't know why I find it so much easier to shoot people when they're in instinct mode, but it just helps. Right, so now it's all going to kick off. But maybe that's not the end of the world. How many guards we got on this side? Just that one. And our next targets are down there. One of them is behind a wall to us at the moment, but the other isn't. So let's get them out of the way. Let's see. So is the other one just outside, or are they in that train cart, possibly? Yeah, they're in the security train cart, so being up here isn't going to do a lot for us anymore. Could potentially take those two lads out. Don't think it would hurt. She's the only person who comes in and out of there, so she can drop. Yeah. At this point, we're just on a slightly focused kill everyone challenge. But we've practically made our way to our lad. And he might be alone in here. Yeah, he is. There we go. Took a few shots, but we got him. Now, do we try and get back to our canister? We don't need to. Maybe we can just hop on this train as it goes past. That would be cool. But I'm not actually sure. Oh yeah, you can exit Freelancer on the train. Lovely. See you later, Mumbai. And so once again, things got incredibly hairy. But we got there. We got it sorted, and we're up to the showdown. Where will this showdown take us but to Berlin? Where we do want a trap kill with water canister. Perfect shooter, make targets slip. I'm really not worried about the first two. Well, about the first and last. I'm not worried about trap kills. I'm not worried about making targets slip, because this is one of our rare opportunities to actually get some progress on the challenges that involve killing leaders in specific ways. So I'm going to focus more on them than anything else. So our target is a foodie. And they're wearing a necklace. So the safest way to deal with them is probably to poison them and make a bit more progress towards the Don't Lick Me achievement. But we might also bring a fibre wire, just because of the necklace to die for challenge. So we're either going to fibre wire them, or we're going to poison them. So I'm pretty sure we're not doing any of those prestige objectives either. Maybe we could fibre wire them while they're on their way to a meeting. But I think I'd rather focus on poison, just because it's often the safest bet. So let's grab ourselves an outfit and then let's go clubbing. And so here we are. We are the guru of bass, and we're here to get transcendental to some sick beats. And probably also to kill some people. Are we killing you? You don't have black hair. Sorry, but you're not on the list. I imagine she's not that sorry about that. Now, where are our other suspects? We've got a couple down in the club. We do have at least one in the biker garage. Makes sense to go look at the clubbers first. Start with the public areas. And then work our way to the garage if necessary. Right, so let's look out on the other side there. They're probably going to roam back this way if they get the chance. The horrible buggers. Can we get away with that? Yeah, we can. It's not you. Good. You are doing what exactly? Were you eating? I mean, there is a lookout in that vicinity, which is sad, but that could have been someone eating. You've got black hair. Do you have a neck earrings? It's hard to tell. It's always a pain in the ass investigating suspects down here in the club. Be nice if the flash on the camera stayed when you shot them. But maybe she's got earrings. Maybe she's a suspect. Guess we'll follow her for a bit, see if she does any other tells. Although we've also got another suspect on that side who might fit the bill, so let's go and have a look at him. He's definitely got earrings, glasses, black hair. So yeah, he's suspect number 1 for now. Being able to follow both of them for a bit would be nice, but they're probably going to both go up that way. Just to annoy me. Are either of them going to do anything sus in the process? No, of course they're not. They are having a handover meeting though. Which means those are probably our guys. At least that means we don't need to go to the biker garage. So that's cool. And you're an assassin for one of them. Maybe that guy just thinks I'm an assassin for the other one. Yep, old blue dress is mine. Don't worry about her. I'll keep an eye on her. And she's eating a chocky bar. That's promising. Is he going to do anything to rule him out? Have a smoker or something of that nature? You can at least shuffle your feet a bit, madam. It's obvious you're not here to dance. I mean, I could say the same about 47. He's not even trying to blend in. Apart from his outfit, which I could totally see at a club night. Right, maybe we see what she's up to. Is she going to eat anything? Hard to tell. And now they're going back over this side. And there's a lookout coming out from the look of things, so let's just stay blended in for now. Is he eating a chocky bar there? Looks like he is. So they've both got a sweet tooth, I think. And I might have seen him eating from a dish before as well. So he might be the one. Yeah, there we go, he's eating. Nice of it to show it with the icon so I know it's not just drinking. So yeah, he's our man. Which means we need to get in there and poison that without getting spotted by anyone. Kind of tricky, especially because there's a lookout around. Can we though quickly deal with that guy and get away with it? We can, that's a good start. So there's our man. Are those lot facing... Yeah, those lot are going to cause trouble. So maybe we wait for our target to bugger off somewhere, and then we try and lure over that DJ with the racks. But while that guy's hanging around, we can't really do that. We can't really do much of anything. But there we go, he's confirming he's got both of the towels, Sweet Tooth and Booty. Yeah, it's either that DJ who needs to get out of the way, or we need to work our way around to the other side so we can sneak in. Maybe we could do that. Yeah, what if we go up here and along here and drop down? So those three are dodgy, but as long as they have a meeting... Oh shit. Right. How did we get away with that? That guy was absolutely a lookout, I'm sure of it. In my panic I didn't see the pop-up, but I'm sure that guy was a lookout, because there's not normally someone strolling around back here. There go our targets. He's strolling away. So can we sneak on in? I know I'm trespassing. Don't mind me. Right, we're gone. Right, that might have done the job. Unless people get too antsy about that body. If our target sees that body being dragged away, he might panic. But he's gone for a stroll up the other way, so I think we might be alright. By the time he comes back, the ruckus might have settled down. Would have been nice to have time to deal with that lookout's body properly, but I saw an opportunity to get in there and do the poison. I didn't know how long it was going to take for our lad to come back. But I don't want to leave this area, because if he panics and runs for it, he's going to go for the blue door. And we need to be near the blue door to prevent that. Right, so he's packing up the bod. Good. But our target is coming back, so we don't want this guy to drag the bod into the sight of our target. Oh, that's it. He's dragged it 3 feet and he's like, I'm tired now. Good. That's pretty good for us. Here comes our man. He's about to taste of the hot dog of doom. Looks delicious, doesn't it, friend? He wasn't a target. Fuck. I guess it was blue dress after all. God damn it. Now she's gonna have a panic. Ah well. There we go. Leader eliminated. Right, so now she's down. Now how do we get out without anyone getting too mad at us?
Hello, security.
Okay, they're mad at us.
What the hell? Jeez.
How can they even see us from there? Right. Now we are once again on the very edge of death. And we're having trouble getting around those pipes for some reason. Right, we've got angry assassins on our tail. And there we go. The campaign has failed because random guards just saw us crawling on those pipes. Shut up, Diana. So yeah, the problem there, I guess, was that although my target had both of the tells, he must have been missing one of the visual clues, but I couldn't see what the visual clues were because we were stuck down in the club, and the flash on the camera didn't really help us in that regard. So if I've got the right target, I wouldn't have then had to shoot blue dress and kicked off the guards. And then, yeah, I just kind of got stuck trying to get around those ducts as well, which meant I took a few extra bullets that I didn't need to. So, yeah, a bit of a comedy of errors, really, but I've been really pushing my luck so far, so I'm not surprised that it's finally caught up with us. But fear not, friends, we will be back next time. We'll start a fresh campaign. Maybe I'll work my way back up to level 3, and then I'll catch up with you again, and we'll see if we can't get the suit-only challenge finished. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.